Welcome back to another episode of Wiz Podcast. I am your host, Issa Smith, aka Jahibo, and we're gonna get right into it. Right? A lot of trades, going down. First, we can start with the first one that hit the bricks was the Chris Paul to the Warriors for Jordan Poole. He went to Washington, right? Now, we saw that coming as far as the Jordan Poole thing. We saw Jordan Poole get the money, then became uncoachable. See, when you get the money, young fellas, anybody, when you get money and you did decent in the season or whatever the case may be, you can't get an ego. Your ego, you gotta put your team first before you just say, because you didn't really prove anything for you to have an ego like that. That's Steph's team. That's Clay's team. If anything, even Draymond Green has more of a say so than you, even though you got the money. But what they said he had, Jordan Poole got 137 million over 4 years or whatever. That's cool. You got a bag, get it. But you can't let that take away from your talent by causing ruckus, not getting in the huddles, complaining about playing time. And then Steph got to talk to you. If Steph got to talk to you in a disciplinary action, there's something wrong. Because Steph normally cool. He normally rock out. He'll say a few words or whatever the case may be. But look, Draymond Green and you got into it in practice. It started there, but at the end of the day, Draymond was dead wrong. But if you didn't like it, you should have handled it however he's going to handle it as men, and then we can move on from it. But I knew it was going to be either one of them had to leave and they both couldn't coexist in the Warriors organization, especially with what they was trying to do as far as the camaraderie was going. It was like, they really don't rock with each other, but I'm forced to rock with them. Just like when he got traded to the Washington Wizards. He instantly unfollowed Draymond Green. Instantly. So it's like they was forcing Duke. They was forcing Duke to follow him. Like, I don't want to follow you. I shouldn't have to follow you just because we're teammates, whatever the case may be. But let's talk about Chris Paul, right? Chris Paul to the Warriors. They got a lot to do when it comes to that. Chris Paul to the Warriors is not it's good on paper. He's not the Clippers Chris Paul any longer. Shoot, he's not even the Rockets Chris Paul. He gonna get you a couple points here and there. He gonna shake the room up a little bit with the refs, but that ain't it. Y'all, to get over the hump, y'all gonna need a juggernaut. As far as like, he don't have to be a big name, but he has to be something that that can complement Steph and Clay, because they're getting older as well, like everybody else, and they're not able to do it again. Everybody's getting older on that team. That's why they say the windows is closing, because the window is really closing on the Warriors, because Steph already 35. Yes, he's playing at the top of his level, but Clay already showing he's diminishing from his injuries. His injuries is causing him to diminish, and he's not accurate. Remember, when your knees and your legs and all that stuff start going out on you, that affects your jump shot. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't overcome that all the time. Yeah, you can't even play defense the way you used to play defense. So people getting by you real easy now. Draymond Green, same thing. So you got a few more things to do before we could say they a contender. So let's go to Bill to the Suns. Bill to the Suns. Okay, he's a little bit better than Chris Paul because he's younger, but they both have injury prone. They both sat out a large amount of games. So did Booker and so did KD. Both of them are injury prone. All three of them actually are injury prone. So it's like, you never know if they're gonna have a full season, and then you still got to get through Denver. So it's like, it's not about really big names any longer. And me personally, I think, well, we'll see how he do with the Suns, but Bill gave the Washington Wizards a lot of his years, bro. It's like, I'm not saying that he's still not on the side of elite, but what is he going to be, the third option? That's hard for a person that he was with the Washington Wizards for 10, 11 years or whatever. It's hard for a person that would demand for 10, 11 years to become now the third option, depending on, well, KD obviously is the first option. Then you got Booker. It's going to go up and down. One day it's going to maybe Booker at number 2, and one day maybe Beal, but I see them winning maybe a little more games, but I don't think it's going to get them over the hump when you got a complete team. Well, Denver's in trouble too, because Denver started getting rid of real big pieces on their team already that's going to other teams now. So I don't know how Denver going to look next year, but we'll see. Portland, oh yeah, we could talk about Portland, man, real quick. Portland, let Lillard go, man. He want to get traded. Stop railroading him, man. He gave you 11 years, 12 years of his life, blood, sweat, and tears for y'all, man. Y'all trying to do him like the Timberwolves did KG, man. KG did 11 years, and like, I'm not gonna. I got up out of here. You're gonna have to get me up out of here, and that's what he did. And that's how he went to Boston. He got his one ring, right? Let the man go. He was loyal to you for 11 years, 12 years. Through injuries, through not making the playoffs, through whatever he had going on. Let it go, bro. I get it. We gotta get something. But you're not gonna get equal value for Dame. You're not gonna get equal value. You're gonna get pieces. Y'all rebuilding anyway. Once y'all got rid of McCollum, it was only right that it was time for him to go. He was just trying to fight it like, nah, I'ma stay. I love Portland. No, but bro, once they got rid of your right hand man, bro, it's time to go. It was time for you to leave. I would say 3 years ago, if you want to be serious. It was time for you to leave 3 years ago. So let that man go, man. Let him go. Trade him. Rebuild like y'all was doing anyway, and just start from wherever y'all gonna start from with whoever. Y'all got a good person in the draft where they got the third pick in the draft. He's a killer. Make him the man. Rebuild with the young crew, Simons and all them, Simmons or whatever his name is. Rebuild with them. Rock out with them and see what you gonna do with them. You know what I'm saying? Okay. One of the biggest lopsided signs in the world. Rockets, they stepped up a little bit with the players they got. They should win some games. They shouldn't be like the worst team anymore with the the pieces that they picked up. But I don't understand why they gave Dylan Brooks $80 million for 4 years. So that means he's getting $20 million a year. Why did y'all do that? He didn't really prove anything. On the Grizzlies to even warrant that type of money. But y'all did it. Hey, y'all got money to give out. Good job for his agent to get him that money. Kudos to him. But I see him being more of a problem than a blessing for y'all. I'm just saying. Better than what y'all had, because y'all was, really, really bad. But you got some young talent over there. But he gonna come over there trying to poke his chest out and be this Draymond Green 2.0, and it's not gonna work. So good luck over there. But he got $80 million for 4 years, and the Clippers gave Westbrook $8 million for 2 years. So that means that's $4 million a year. Well, one of my boys already said he would never get a big contract again, and I believe that. But $8 million. Oh yeah. That's all Clippers could afford to offer. It's the bottom of the totem pole for you, bro. It's like you almost out of here. You a few million off from veterans minimum, bro. Let's be real. Like, you one of the top players. You one of the most explosive players. You passed Oscar Robertson a few years ago. We're gonna do a couple of your accolades, but it wasn't a winning format. Like, yeah, you will get 3 years in a row of a triple-double, and you passed Oscar Robertson, but that didn't get you really anywhere. That just got you a personal, individual accolade, which was impressive because nobody could do it. I don't know how many years Oscar held that record, but nobody could really pass that but you. So I'll give you kudos to that. You're gonna go down in the Hall of Fame, but $8 million, that's low. Yo, Clippers, man, that's a little disrespectful, man. You know what I'm saying? That's a little disrespectful. You could have gave a man, damn, he didn't even earn worth $15 million, $20 million. Like, come on. So whatever, man. But he got to deal with that, right? And the Lakers picked up Taurean Prince. He's a good two-way player. You know, he's big, he's solid, he's strong. He play D. He can shoot the jump shot. That's a good pickup, but we need to get more players in there, man. I mean, Bol, I heard Bol is available. Try to get him. He's 7'3". He's active. He's agile. Get some size in there with Anthony Davis, man, because Anthony Davis clearly is not big enough to just dance with the big boys down there, because, you know, the Joker packed him up this whole playoffs. That's why they got zipped up 4-0. So get him some big bodies in there. You know, I heard they looking at Blake Griffin. Like, it's not about his age, it's about what he could bring to the table. Just like Aaron Gordon, what he brought to Denver. He was supposed to be washed up after his injury. He ended up emerging out of nowhere and becoming a real big piece for Denver. So get these little pieces. It's not about big names no more. There's no such thing as super teams. There's a bunch of collective good players that out here. Go for them. Create a dope team so everybody they'll know they role, and then they'll play it without no problem. Jordan Poole, hopefully you go to Washington and become some elite superstar, but I doubt it, because now they zeroing in on you, and it's different when they focused on Steph, Clay, and everybody else, and then you able to get yours with the second unit. You got to be the man now, so let's see what happens when the hyenas get you to the next song. Easy.